Thanks for tuning into our seller interview series. Up to date, we've got an Amazon FBA business for sale in the technology niche. Created in January 2016, this business makes $6,628 per month in net profit. The listing number for this site is 40821. Now, we do these interviews to give potential buyers more information about both the seller and the businesses they're looking to purchase. We hope these insights are helpful for you in making a buying decision. We got the seller with us today to go through the business and cover everything from niche selection to traffic and monetization. Thanks for coming on, Andreas.
Hey, Gregory. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, no problem, man. Before we dive into the questions here, just to give a quick summary for everyone out there listening in about this business. As I mentioned, it was built in January 2016 as a monthly revenue of $15,365 with expenses sitting at $8,737 for that total net profit of $6,628, and that is over a 9-month average. With the sale of the business, the new owner will have the ownership of the EU registered trademark, the social media accounts, the MailChimp account with the email list, as well as introduction with all the suppliers, importers, and we'll have an explanation of the new ownership passed on to those suppliers and importers. All files, logos, photos, ads, and other assets will be given to them for the brand via Dropbox, as well as the ownership of the Amazon listings across multiple different markets. An introduction to the native German and English-speaking VA, the customer support that is currently working for the brand. The Facebook audience pixel can be transferred as well for the retargeting ads for people who visit the website or for similar audiences. And one thing to note here, the seller will not be selling the entire FBA account. The sale only includes the assets above. There is inventory for sale, and the price will be discussed with the buyer. So with all that said, Andreas, can you tell us a little bit about your background in building and running online businesses? Is this kind of your first one, or have you had several?
So I worked in design and chief marketing positions before. And the last business I did was I co-founded the local online grocery store here in South Germany. So I got into touch with e-commerce and I fell in love. But I also knew that I don't want to do any fulfillment and handling. So I started my own FBA business in beginning of 2016 and launched my first product that's for sale now.
That's great, man. So how did you come up with the idea to start this? Without giving away the product, obviously. Was it something you were passionate about, or was it something you did like keyword research? Like, I see an opportunity here. How did it come about?
Yeah, I wanted to do some private labeling, but I missed the possibility to create my own product. And when I saw the product the first time, I realized that there are some possibilities to make it better. And I knew that the electronic niche is always asked. So I decided for this niche.
Now, for someone that is brand new to online businesses and maybe they have no idea what Amazon FBA really is, in just a few sentences, could you describe how an Amazon FBA business makes money?
So we buy stock from our manufacturer and we send this over to an Amazon warehouse, and Amazon basically fulfills all the inventory for us and does a huge part of the customer support. And so we get the payout from the sales that are made through Amazon, and that's the basic how this all works. So our work is to generate sales and drive traffic to the listings, and
and then Amazon
great product, and Amazon does the rest for us.
Exactly, and then Amazon fulfills the actual orders, taking care of pretty much all the heavy lifting aspects of when it comes to customer support and logistics. So it's really nice, very convenient. So why are you selling the business? Why not keep it and grow it?
I'm currently planning another brand in the fashion area, and that needs some more capital to get started, and that's why I want to sell my baby.
Okay, so you're using this as a way to put more capital into your other project.
Yeah, right.
Excellent. Now, when you first started this business, when the product first went live on Amazon, did you notice that you were getting customers pretty quickly, or did it take a while to kind of build up some traction?
So the first month wasn't that good. So we didn't make any profit in the first month. As I knew how to market things, we could get traction pretty fast through outside channels. And the month after that, we had positive cash flow and it did quite well.
Excellent. Now, is there anything you learned from this business in particular that you're going to be applying to your new business? Like one lesson that just really worked well for you?
I think the channels I choose to market this that worked quite well. They came from Facebook, but it wasn't the normal Facebook marketing. It's a bit more complicated, and I will discuss it with the buyer also and reveal this method so we can use it in different countries. I used it in Germany mainly, but I think that's doable in all European and US countries. And yeah, it was a great method to drive cheap traffic to the listing and make some good sales. And yeah, also you have to take care that you get PPC right for Amazon. And yeah, that's the two things I learned and I want to apply in new business as well.
So you're saying you have a unique method with Facebook ads. Is that something you just kind of learn and experimented on your own, or did someone teach you that?
No, I just found it out by myself by talking to some people. And yeah, it's a quite nice method and it still works, and we use it for other products as well. And yeah, I will reveal this to the buyer.
Very cool. Very cool. So speaking of traffic, is most of your traffic coming to your listing from these Facebook ads, from Amazon PPC, or is it like organic? Where is it all coming from?
Okay. So at the moment, it's mostly organic traffic. We have some peaks now and then when we are doing such a campaign. And also PPC is not that much. It was about 7% of our revenue that was made through PPC. So I guess it's a good niche and it's a good product. It's a good present product. And yeah.
Now, kind of on the flip side here, we talked about one lesson that worked really well for you. Is there anything that you did that just kind of failed? Something you're like, oh man, I really wish I hadn't done that?
We didn't focus that much on B2B sales. I got these inquiries all the time in the beginning, and I couldn't serve them because I was too busy with other things. And I think I should have focused more on that because I'm still getting some inquiries now and then. And I found out it's quite an easy way to make some money. So yeah, I would focus more on B2B now.
Okay. And when you say focusing on B2B, are you reaching out to these people specifically? Is that what you'd be doing to focus on them, or make your Facebook ads more targeted towards them? How would you go about doing that?
I think I would try to do some email marketing and maybe also Facebook, or try to call the companies and offer the product.
Okay, cool, man. So you would actually reach out to them via phone call to talk to these people. Are these B2B buyers? Are they like pretty big? Like, what do you think the potential is there? Are they buying a ton of units at once? Is that kind of how it's working for them?
They don't buy a ton, but they buy at least it's enough for a minimum order quantity at our manufacturer. And the good thing about this, we have a great margin on that, and we don't need to pay Amazon for the sales. And we're selling this whole bunch of inventory then just via B2B, and it's an easy sale, and then it's an easy way to make some money.
Interesting. So the product for the B2B doesn't actually get fulfilled by Amazon. It's just sent direct from the manufacturer.
Yes, right.
Very cool. Yeah, I can see that saving quite a bit of margin, actually.
Yeah.
Very, very cool. With this business, how many SKUs do you have within the brand? Is there just one, or is there multiple different products?
We have basically 2 SKUs with 3 different colors each. And you can add some more colors. We had more in the beginning, but we wanted to keep it lower because it was easier for the reordering. But basically, it's open-ended in case of colors.
And do you find one product out-earns all the other products, or is it pretty even across the board?
Yeah, no, we found some preferences in the colors, yeah. And that's also why we removed 2 of the colors, because they weren't so asked.
Interesting. And how much percentage do you think the B2B makes up of the business? I know you said you haven't focused on it as much as you'd like to, but is it a sizable portion, or is it just a little bit at the moment?
So I think it's a small portion at the moment, but I think it could do quite well. So to, 10 to 20% maybe.
Very cool. I like that. There's very good potential. As far as fulfilled by Amazon goes, what markets are you currently operating in?
We are operating in Germany, in the UK, in Italy, Spain, and France.
Is there a reason why you chose not to do the US market?
Yeah, the reason was time. So yeah, I've done this by my own basically with my VA helping me out. And I didn't have the time to manage all the marketplaces and doing the branding and the marketing for all countries out there.
Interesting. I imagine, is the lead time shorter too from the factory to the markets there in Europe? Because I know Fulfilled by Amazon warehouse, at least for Europe and the UK, I believe is like the same fulfillment center, right?
Yes, the interesting thing is we ship our inventory just to the German warehouse, to one German warehouse, and Amazon automatically distributes throughout the EU. So we don't have to send inventory to UK or Spain or Italy. It's just one warehouse we send it to, and the rest is done by Amazon.
Awesome. Now, are you shipping this by air or truck? How are you getting the product from the manufacturer to the warehouse?
So we shipped it via express. So that means air to our location first to check the stuff and then send it from here to the Amazon warehouse. So the product is pretty light and you can ship a whole bunch via express because it's not so expensive for this light and small item. And that's pretty good because lead times are shorter and shipment costs are not so high.
That's great. Let's pretend that you are going to keep this business. If you wanted the least risky path to grow this business, what would you be focusing on?
I would focus on the other European markets. So take the other markets one by one and do more marketing in there because I focused on the German market because I'm a German. And so I would focus on, like UK for the next one and do the marketing there and then focus on Spain and build it up in every country. And I also would go into the US because I think there's a good chance to be successful there as well.
On the flip side here, let's say you wanted to grow the business as quickly as possible. Risk wasn't a concern. You just kind of threw caution to the wind. Would you do anything differently to grow the business as quickly as possible?
I would start a Shopify store, I think. So because of the marketing, because it can be done better, I would try to fulfill it maybe myself or go over Shopify and let the orders fulfill by Amazon. And I would also add more products. So the brand is already there. Yeah, and the easiest way to grow now is to add more products, to put in some more cash, to put in some more development, and to build out the brand and the SKUs.
And what do you think the biggest risk to this business is that a buyer should be aware of?
I think the buyer shouldn't keep standing still. So that means I would research what can you do to make the product even better, what can you change about the product, and what variations can you add.
Excellent. And as far as work required when it comes to maintaining the business, can you describe kind of what you're doing on a week to week or maybe even a monthly basis to maintain the business?
Yeah, so I look out for marketing channels that can be used, but I have also some other brands to manage. So the work I put in here is about 5 to 10 hours a week. And yeah, it depends on the marketing effort you want to put in. If you don't do anything of that, then it's only the ordering of new stock at the supplier. And that means putting a purchase order every 2 to 3 months.
Interesting. So basically they wanted to maintain the business. The only thing that they would really have to do for the most part is just ordering stock every 2 to 3 months.
Yeah.
And how long does that usually take? Like, I'm assuming you have it pretty streamlined at this point, but is that like a few hours to make that order?
No, it's about 10 to 15 minutes.
It gets more streamlined than I imagine.
Yeah, my manufacturer knows what we need with the product, so he takes care of the packaging and it's already set up. So I just need to place the order and yeah, that's it.
Interesting. Now, moving to some wrap-up questions here. Would you be willing to sign a non-compete?
Yeah, sure. If that helps the buyer, it's no problem. I don't want to go into the electronics niche, so in the near future.
And how much support would you be willing to offer a buyer?
I would offer 30 days of email support, 30 days of phone or chat support, and 2 hours Skype per week.
Excellent. Now, obviously, the best case scenario for you and for Empire Flippers is someone comes in and buys this at full list price, But would you at all be open to a split or earn out, say like someone says, look, I'll give you 80% up front and 20% over these next couple of months after training or something along those lines? Would you be open to that?
Yeah, that can be discussed. Why not?
Excellent. So a quick summary of the business again, before I ask you my final question, my hot seat question, if you will. The business was built in January 2016, has a monthly revenue of $15,365. Expenses are sitting at $8,737 for that total net profit of $6,628, and that is over a 9-month average. With the sale of the business comes the ownership of the EU registered trademark, the social media accounts, the email list with MailChimp, introductions with all the suppliers and importers, files, logos, photos, ads, as well as all the other assets related to the brand via Dropbox. Ownership of the Amazon listings across multiple different Amazon marketplaces, as we discussed in the interview. And then also the introduction to the native German and English-speaking VA that acts as customer support. With the sale, you also get access to the Facebook Audience Pixel, which can be transferred to run retargeting ads for people who visited the website, as well as create similar audiences. And again, just to note, the seller will not be selling the entire FBA account. The sale only includes the assets above. There is inventory for sale, and the price will be discussed with the buyer. So, with all that said, my final question for you, Andreas, is what is your best pitch in 30 seconds or less on why someone should purchase this business?
I built this brand by myself, but not with an exit in mind, but with an idea to take it even further. And my plans have changed as I found out that I would need to put in more time and effort to roll this out internationally. And I'm also not an expert on electronics. So if you're looking for a solid German brand with steady profits over the last 9 months, and huge possibilities within Europe and outside of Europe, then that's your way to go.
Excellent. And I think that's a great pitch. For people who are out there, if you're watching this on YouTube and you want more information, the link will be below the video that will take you to our marketplace listing. Now, if you're watching this on the listing page and you want more information, you become a depositor today. It's super easy. All you have to do is click the button, make a deposit, and you'll be given everything you need to review this business. So, Andreas, thank you so much for coming on, man. It was an absolute pleasure.
Thanks, Gregory.